Hey guys, welcome back to the news. Today is September 21st, 2021. And I want to first say the channel turned 6 years old last September 11th. Not the best day to celebrate, so I didn't want to say anything. But yeah, 6 years of Nicosphotographyshow. So thank you for everybody watching. Then the news is brought to you by or sponsored by Analogue Spotlight, a group of photographic retailers and manufacturers who have joined together to support analog photographic media and help keep analog photography thriving worldwide. The brands are Cameradactyl, Cosmo Foto, Chroma cameras, Reveni Labs, RealitySoSubtle, Intrepid cameras, Pixl-ltr, Brooklyn film cameras, ONDU cameras, standard cameras, 20th century cameras, Pictoriographica, Analogue, Wonderland, Cinestill, large format camera store, Carmencita, FilmLab, and RH Designs. Do remember you have a 10% discount code for rhdesigns.co.uk if you type in Nico 10, all capital letters, and the number 10. So good for RH Designs for giving extra little gifts for you guys. Then let's start with the news last week. It was basically the Kodak 800 ISO film on a Fuji disposable. So I have also heard that the Ilford color disposable camera that is made by the Switzerland Ilford also has Kodak Ultramax 400. It has come to my hearing or understanding that there has been some weird things happening in whatever factory these cameras are made, and that Kodak hasn't directly sold this film for this use. So I can't really say exactly what it is or what it's not, and I probably will never hear about it, but just in case, it seems that it's not that Kodak is selling directly to Fuji or whatever, but some other stuff with distribution and so on. So I'm not going to say much more because I don't really know, and I'd rather not, spread misinformation if I don't know exactly what's going on. But yes, there has been some Kodak film loaded into Fuji disposable cameras and Ilford color disposable cameras, but the Ilford in Switzerland, not the Ilford Harman that we all know that makes, black and white film and paper. So then also the Film Never Die compact processor has failed on Kickstarter, but I have had a person tell me that they know someone inside the organization. It seems like they're going to go forward, which that is very good news for the film photography world, that a processor is going forward. Okay, my sleeve is super long. Then we have Ilford New Products. Well, first of all, it's been the photography show in the UK. We were supposed to be going, and I say we as Camera Rescue, but we didn't due to what's happening. We couldn't really go without having to stay in a hotel for 14 days, and we couldn't afford that. So basically, there's a lot of announcements there. A lot of the companies that sponsor these news, which actually joined in the Analogue Spotlight were there. So a lot of announcements that I still don't have all the details, surprisingly, because the show is still running today, Tuesday the 21st. So the biggest news is Ilford New Products. So Ilford has come out with 3 new products at this show. One is a tent. Yes, a darkroom tent to install in your house. So for those people that can't black out a room, or they have a bathroom or a darkroom, Ilford is coming out with what it is, looks like a tent for printing inside. It's a pretty small tent. It's not made to make massive prints, but if you really have the urge to print or develop it or so on, this is pretty cool, and it's going to be around $260 US from I've heard, but the price is not confirmed, so take that with a pinch of salt. Also, they've made a Patterson a darkroom starter kit. So basically, to get you started printing, probably is some trays and these thongs, or what do you call it, tongs? I don't know how you call it, pintas, and some beakers and so on. So that's pretty cool. Probably a safe light too. By the way, the tent does have like breathing through the bottom and the ventilation and so on if you want to, not included. It's just the holes to install if needed, which was one of my concerns. And the third one is an advent calendar, which is one of those like 12 days for Christmas kind of thing. Well, this is a 12 days for Christmas Ilford advent calendar. So every day you open, there'll be a different roll from Ilford. I'm guessing, we have the Delta and then the HP5 and like the FP4 and then, Pan F and all that. So 12 rolls of film, Orwo, and so on. So that's pretty cool. Also, we have new Valoi products. I'm going to divide this into two segments. There's new bundles. A lot of people have been asking for bundles, so instead of ordering Valoi products one by one and not knowing what you needed, they've come out with two new bundles, the starter pack and the pro pack. They both are discounted as a pack, plus Valoi has given exclusive to the news for an extra discount. So if you add NPS as Nicosphotographyshow, the letters in capital, you'll get an additional discount on the starter or the bundles. So just in case you're curious, I'll leave the link below. Then we have 9 new products. These are all for pre-order, these 9 products. There's 7 custom series holders, 35mm sprocket holes, 35mm panoramic, 110 format, 126 format, 127 format, APS, and 8mm, plus an adapter called 104 for the Relino PLVS104, and then a Valoi levering mirror. If you watched the video I made about DSLR scanning, you will see the Relino light holder in action. It won't be red in the final product, and you'll also see the levering mirror. Actually, right now the mirror is out of frame, pointing light to this Hasselblad SWC, just for the fun of it. So these masks are made 3D printed. They have been made by Simon Foster, that does a lot of very quality prints. I've seen them in hand and they're amazingly well done considering it's 3D printed. And yeah, if you're one of those that actually shoots strange formats or wants to scan in different ways, this stuff, it is pre-order, so make sure that you understand that you're buying something that is on its way, but you're pre-ordering. And yeah, that's what there is from Valoi. We have news from Cosina, who's bringing a 28mm f2.8 lens to the Nikon F mount, which is good news. It's joining the family with the 40mm and the 58mm. It's, like I said, 28mm f2.8, SL2 S for Nikon F. So if you're waiting for that, it's going to come around $560 or something like that, or $600, plus a lens hood that you can buy for around $50 to $60. So that is pretty good news. Then we have one of our sponsors, RealitySoSubtle, coming out with a new 4x5 pinhole camera called Z camera. And there's a bunch of details, but I'll tell you a few of them. It seems to be a modular design that made out of plywood, and you can make it a 50mm, a 75mm, and a 90mm. The pinhole shutter boards can be swapped out seamlessly too. 2 plates, 0.2 and 0.3mm cover all 4 focal distances. So a lot of things coming in. The full whole kit of everything included is 180 euros, which is not too bad. And yeah, I'll leave the link to all the information below. Then somebody wrote me about a 360-degree pinhole camera. And this sounds that it's like a can that shoots 360, but this is a wheel, like a donut, that shoots inwards. So they did this with a bunch of little pinholes with one whole roll of film, and they would shoot it with pinholes for Converse. This was an ad for Converse. And they would do is with super powerful strobes, basically do like a kickflip, and in the middle of the air, trigger all the strobes, and boom, there it was, that 360 pinhole camera. It's multiple cameras, like 100 cameras, and each one has a shot at 35. And you can see it like freezing the action in pinhole, which is kind of amazing. So I'll leave the link below to all this. It's not a product, but I think it's very cool, and they sent it to me to my email, so I wanted to include it with you guys. Then FilmLab for iOS version 2 is in beta. So right now, Abe has made it possible that you can have folders, you can import the images to your phone or tablet, I guess iPad and so on, and you can basically convert them to positives from your scans, and it's non-destructive, so it doesn't kill the JPEG or the TIFF or whatever you have. I have no more details because I haven't really downloaded it yet to play with it, but it's pretty cool. And if you have an iOS device, you can download the beta and test it out, let him know how it goes. Then, also seen in the photography show, Chroma has peaked a little 1/1000 shutter, and it does also lower speeds. So this is a shutter that basically will work kind of like a Packard shutter, and it will be able to do shutter speeds of up to 1/1000. This is really cool if you're shooting with process lenses or pictorial lenses that usually never come with a shutter. Instead of having to like kill you know, a CNR DB shutter, or use a Graflex as a shutter, or a Graflex as a camera, you can use this. I can't wait to hear more. Talking about other projects that's still in the works is Cairo camera. As you remember, this is a large format camera, 4x5, that wants to bridge a large format technical camera with a field camera. And there's an update on a video on YouTube, I'll link it below. Really cool looking. Honestly, it's amazing, the detail of like all the pinions and gears and things on the camera. And it's going slow because this is like a side project for the person making it. And hopefully I'll have my hands on one of them to test soon enough. So I'll let you guys know. Talking about new cameras, we have the Dora Goodman 6x12 camera. It's a modular camera, 3D printed, and it's around $680 US with some add-ons. So you can go all the way up almost to $1,000 with a bunch of add-ons. But yeah, if you went to 6x12 and 3D printed lenses, 3D printed lenses, cameras, and so on, the Goodman is available already. You can buy them from them. I don't think the files are out there for free, but you guys might check out that they are. So yeah, that's the news for this week. As always, remember you can send an email to the email below. I really appreciate that. And yeah, thanks to all the sponsors. I hope you had a great photography show. I'm really sad I couldn't be there. I had a bunch of stuff planned for that show, but it seems like it will have to be another year. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. See you in the next one. Bye.